Nowadays, you don't even need capital to start business. The bigger the stock, the more challenge it gets. So if it on my suppliers, they all know. I don't.
Guys, welcome to our YouTube channel, as business as usual. So today with me have a guest, and before we introduce the guest, make sure you subscribe, like the video, share if you want to improve in entrepreneurship and business. That's what you're doing right now. Thank you so much for my fans and everyone. So what's your name and what was your biggest dream in life?
Okay, my name is Yvonne. My biggest dream in life, probably becoming the most successful business person. Yeah, expanding my business. Yeah.
Oh, so you want this? You're
Yes.
the CEO of this place.
Yes, this is my business. Yeah.
So have you ever been broke before?
Yes, I've been broke before, not long ago. Probably, like 2 years ago, not 2 years ago. I started this business in 2022.
22.
So before 2022, I've always been broke because I didn't have any other source of income. Yeah.
So what capital did you begin with this business?
Okay, we didn't start with a lot. Okay, we co-owned this business with my boyfriend. We started with the money that we earned from IBC. We did a gig during the election time. We did a gig and we were paid around 10,000 each. And then I think I lost my phone around that time, so I didn't use my money. But I used my money to buy a phone. So we used this money. Basically, we started with 10,000. That is his money. Yeah.
So what was the experience when you began the business?
Okay, at first it was okay. Our business, when we started, there was a high demand of eggs in our area, so it peaked immediately. As soon as we started, it peaked. Yeah,
So it's just blow the first time ukianza biashara ikienda.
yeah. The first time, when we started, hakukuwa na any other dealer around this area. So immediately I started, because I remember the first day I went to get the eggs from the farm. I came and I think I sold around 5 trays kwa barabara tu nikikuja before I reached here. Then venye tu nilifika, so many people had asked for my number. And then I was walking around marketing myself before I brought the eggs. So it was like an immediate thing. Kufika, kutoa, kupeleka orders na nimeishiwa.
So what are the challenges when you're beginning?
When I was starting, the biggest challenge ilikuwa finances. Money, like hakukuwa na enough money ya kuchukua enough stock, because the market was there, but now the capital to, get enough stock to supply everyone around was the problem.
That was the problem.
Yeah.
So you face challenge with clients. Kuna sahi unajua supply only specifically where you are located it. Kuna watu wengine clients from all around and many kind of places. So what challenges do you have with clients?
For me, currently my biggest challenge in transport. I don't have a car, so like I have to pay for deliveries. That is my biggest challenge, because naonanga if I had a car or if I had my own means ya ku deliver, I would really save a lot.
So what about challenge with sasa client personally? Kudeal na client. Unajua kuna client unatataka mayai ako Garissa, Mombasa, but hawakutrust, but unataka mayai.
Okay, for kitambo I used to allow someone can pay after they receive their parcel, but these days I don't. If you don't trust me, then we can't do business.
Juwezi ni rich kama uniamini.
Yes, if you don't trust, I will deliver, basi wewe wachana tunayo.
So what advice would you give your younger self for now?
For now,
ungejipatia advice gani?
I would, like, if I met my 19-year-old self, I would slap myself, because what the fuck?
What happened?
Like, no, I was doing nothing. When between 19, right now I'm 24. Between 19 and 22, actually I was doing nothing. God, like, hakuna kitu nilikuwa nafanya na maisha yangu, I swear. I was just like, I wish if I could go back, I would just tell myself, amka ujitume, because I think I was a bit lazy. Na bado I was depending on others to, support me financially. I was still waiting for someone rich I was expecting, you know, like
Yeah,
one
those
expectations
expectations,
mingi sana, yeah.
So what was your turning point then? Ndo ufike kwa hiyo position yenye you feel that hiyo age gani ndo ulifika ndo ukakuwa na hiyo turning point ya business?
So what happened? Okay, me from a very young age, I've always been into business. Like I've grown up with a businessman. My dad used to own a wines and spirit, a shop. At some point, he used to sell njugu. So nilikuwa first hand, nika experience how business is run. And I've always like nimekuwa na hiyo skill because it's something that was imprinted in me when I was still very young. Juu nilikuwa nasaidia hapa na pale, bookkeeping and everything. But now at that time I didn't have an opportunity, like mtu akukuja ama nasema aje, I still used to live with a relative. So for some reasons alikuwa ananifungia. So nikitry kitu anani discourage. Nikitry kitu because I tried selling shoes, I remember. I sold food. I sold mtumba, and then I got employed. Now my turning point was hapo kwa employment. When I got employed, it was really hard. Na ilikuwa challenging because huyo employer, wacha tu.
Don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Unajua kuna hizo stories zingine zinakuwa crazy. By the way, I remember you selling pilau.
Yeah, I used to sell pilau.
I remember.
A while back.
So how long have you been running the business for? This business?
This one, hii ni 2 years.
2 years.
It has been here for like 2 years.
2 years. So what is the highest amount you've ever earned in a year? And you can really appreciate yourself from a month. The high.
Okay, for the 2 years, the first year ikuwa poa sana. The second year was a bit nice. Okay, I can maybe because at first mi nilikuwa employed, right? I used to be paid like 8,000 per month. And then I started my own business, and the first salary I got from my own business was around 20,000. That is the first month. So it went on improving.
So what will you say about employment which people don't know? What advice would you give people who doesn't know about employment na in our drowning in a way?
Hey manze, if you can, wachana nayo. Because I feel like for some time in life, me, I was really depressed. Like I lost myself juu ya kukuwa employed. You know, you don't have your own freedom, like at all. And the person, kwanza ukuwe employed na someone who is toxic. Someone who doesn't, nasema aje, someone without mtu ajali, we utaumia. Because tell me why you are paying me 8,000 per month and then unipay yote at once, ama unicheleweshe. Tuli agree you pay me on 5th and then you pay me on 10th. Na sasa if I try to ask, you get very defensive. Unajama hadi unaniambia utanifuta kazi.
Unakuwa aggressive.
For asking for my salary.
So how are you running employment and your own business?
No, I started my business after I quit my job.
Oh, you quit?
Niliquit. I just woke up one day and told myself, hapana, wacha ikae.
So how are you managing your rent and stuff of sorts?
Okay.
Na umeacha job?
No, at that time, my boyfriend was working somewhere, but hakuwa na earn that much. But I think nilikuwa tuna depend on that win. Hiyo yake tu. Yeah.
So when you reflect yourself 5 years ago, will you see yourself where you are right now?
No. 5 years ago, I was very... Sorry, I will just say it. I was very stupid. Let me just use the word. Nilikuwa mjinga. 5 years ago, I was only thinking about eating, sleeping. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. At least hiyo time unajua lazima tukukue na hiyo kitu kamoja yenye na ku-accelerate for you to do better. So another question is for now, ulisema ulianza stock na 10,000 to start a business.
Yeah.
So sahi unachukuanga stock na how much do you take your stock with?
Roughly. Kama hii stock iko hapa ndani. Here we have around like 500 shares. So piga hesabu ya 500 times 400.
Kio pale? Do those calculations.
That's around 200.
200,000.
Yeah.
What? That's crazy. So umesema uko 24. So will you say right now you are almost running to be a millionaire?
I know, not yet.
You don't want to be a
No,
millionaire?
I will be soon, but I'm not even in a hurry. I'm somewhere, but I know, like, sina haraka. Sina haraka. I know I have a lot of time to make the wealth, so I'm not in a hurry. When the time is right, nitakuwa millionaire, but not now. Like, right now, I'm not a millionaire.
So have you ever employed someone to run this business for you?
No, not employment per se, because I have had my sister and my brother here. Yeah, for the lot. But okay, I pay them, but I don't look at them like employees. I've not employed someone from outside that is. Yeah.
So, for example, you find yourself employ someone in either other business of yours everywhere. Will you want them to experience what you experienced
No,
when you're employed?
no. But one of the things that I pray for, I ask God, like, all the things that I went, all the shit because I've gone through so much, by the way. Niskai kuwa like someone askaipitia the same bullshit juu yangu. If I'm going to employ someone, that's why sija employ mtu. If I'm going to employ someone, I'm hoping that nitaweza kulipa mtu vizuri. Number one, I'll be able to pay this person well and maybe provide a conducive environment where they can work. Because me, I didn't get that.
So, what are the things that the young generation assume about entrepreneurship and business in general that they're so scared to invest in? What advice will you give them? But
Okay,
they have a capital.
I feel like there's a lot of propaganda and lies that are surrounding business all over. Sikatai business ni ngumu. Business is really hard. Business is not easy. But again, so many people have been able to earn a living through entrepreneurship. People start businesses and wanaomoka. Sindio, it happens. But people don't look at that side of things. People look at the side ya business imefail, mtu alifilisika. But there is another very beautiful side where people earn a living, where people make cash. Like, kuna hiyo side ya business zimeprosper. But people don't look at that. Most young people wanafikiria how hard business is. Na the moment ushaanza kufikiria kitu ni ngumu, then you're not going to do it. And even if you do it, it's going to fail. If you're going to do business, put one foot on it. Kubali hasara, but giving up is not a solution.
So, right at the time you were beginning the business, you were saying that you are only one running this business of eggs in the place where you're located at. So, do you think right now there are more shops that they are selling the same product as yours?
Okay, not shop, but farmers, like the ones now, the people that sell eggs, they are coming out in numbers to sell. So like competition iko so stiff because watu wengine nasema aje, like they are coming, like the other day I just saw someone na pick up hapa selling eggs around, like amenichukulia clients, but at the end of the day bado niliuza. So
how do you deal with that yourself? With sasa seme client wako alikuwa client wako, alafu akapatana na huyu fama mwenye anauza mayai, alafu sasa huyu client mwenye alimuuzia mayai next amekosa the product, hajakuja. Sasa anarudi kwako akikwambia tulikuwa tunauziwa juzi, hii tray yenye unaniuzia sasa hii 500, nilikuwa nauziwa 350. How do you deal with that?
Okay, for me my answer is always simple. And there tu huko. Yo, if you know someone who is cheaper than me, I would not hold it against you if you go to that person. Like, I am selling my tray at 390 right now. So you come and uninini wanza kuniambia, I know someone who is selling at 370, I know someone who is selling at 350. Like, I will be a very bad person to refuse you to go. Kama unajua a cheaper place, you go there. Lakini usikuje sasa uanze kuniambia mimi niuze kama yeye, because mahesabu zangu hazitaingiana. You buy where, if you find someone cheap, get from the cheaper person. I know someone who pays more.
Okay. So what advice would you give the people who have money? They already have money, wakona the crazy capital, but are so scared to start a business.
I don't know. Like, one thing I know is business is not for everyone, number one. kuna mtu amejaribu kila kitu. Me, I know people who have tried. Amefungua boutique the biggest and it has still failed. Number one, if you want to prosper in business, you need to understand the economy. You need to like personally, you know, I have done a course called the psychology of selling in today's economy. So I understand people's mind. Nini depending on the economy. Mi niko na like all this time that I've been in the market, I understand naelewa watu, naelewa ni nini iko kwa soko. I understand all that. But now if you're new na unajua hauna, you don't want to learn, hauna skill, you are not psyched to do it, wewe weka tu pesa yako kwa bank, enda invest somewhere ikuzalie tu umetulia. Like why do you want to give yourself stress na kitu unaona ni ngumu mizani?
Do you think business inakuanga, so for example, me I want to begin a business like this, what advice will you give me?
Well, put your right foot forward na usi give up. That's the only advice, because it's not easy. Nini kwanza when you know business ikiwa small, it's very easy to manage. Kama ile time yenye stock yangu ilikuwa ya 10k, it was so easy to manage. Nilikuwa najua ni profit yani it was so easier, but now that there are so many, sometimes I even make sales, nimemaliza siku, I count hesabu yangu ingiani, I had like 300 trays hapa ndani, nimeuza 100 na naona 198, tu imeenda happy, you know. The bigger the stock, the more challenge it gets. So if you're going to start a business, be ready ku deal na hizo vitu. Usifikirie eti sasa eti itakuwa kubwa, sasa ikikuwa kubwa utatulia, hapana. The bigger the business, the more the problems. Yeah.
So how do you deal with profits and losses in a business? Because there's sometimes unaweza pata umeleta stock ya pesa mingi, you expect a lot of profit. At the same time, umeleta your stock and then you don't get the profit that you are targeting.
Yeah, you just again, it's wewe weka to put your foot right forward, because it happens. Saa zingine unaweza chukua, especially kwa hii field yetu, prices will fluctuate. Leo naweza enda nichukue na price yenye najua nitauza nipate 30 bob kila tray. So I have counted, mi hapo nimejihesabia for 200 trades 6k profit, si ndio? And then all of a sudden soko imeflood. Baya imeshuka. You just slept at night, woke up in the morning, price ni different. What will you do? So you will still utabidi uuze na the current market. So asara na faida zinaendanisha. Although it never happens like sana, but if it does happen, kubali tu, because you've been making profits, right? That is not a gateway for you to give up. Kupoteza 2,000 isifanye uache kazi.
So, you know, hii biashara yako unauza vitu fragile sana. And kuna client atakuja, umemuzia treka 5, ameenda amepata 2-3 zimepasuka ndani, and then anarudi tena akikujia the second stock, anasema kuna mayai zangu zenye ziliniuzia na zimepasuka, will you refund? Utani refund hizo zenye zilipasuka? So you do that, you refund when
okay, I refund if I'm the one who has supplied. Kama ni mimi nimekuletea nita refund, but kama ushatoka nayo hapa na refund aje kitu ushachukua, sini yako, you already own it. But if I'm the one who has brought it, of course I will carry it with a lot of care. So if it breaks, enyewe hiyo hasara it's on me, but and then you have also paid for the delivery fee. If I'm the one who has brought, then I'll refund. But if you have taken from here, naambianga mtu kagua vizuri, because goods once bought cannot be returned. Nitajua aje ni zangu, nitajua aje ujenda huko ukachukua zile zimevunjika na nirudishia.
So how do you deal with tax and all that government policy na
pay?
So for this business, how much do you pay for tax?
Okay.
So kuna hii swali imekuwa ikinisumbua about what idea would you give a person with a low capital? Like si lazima ikuwe this business, but akona low capital and anataka kuanza business, but at the same time bado yuko decided kuanza business. What advice will you give a person of sorts?
Okay, me I'll just tell you be decided, because I feel like nowadays you don't even need capital to start business, to do something at one money. You don't actually. I was telling someone that the other day, akona niko na wazimu. Nikamwambia imagine you don't need capital. Hata hizi mayai you can just come here, unaweza enda tu kwa duka huko utafute order. Pe order 5 trays. sindo? And then you come to me and tell me place fulani na fulani wanataka mayai tray fulani na fulani, nimewauzia pesa fulani na fulani, deliver and then unipe nini ile iko juu. You've not used any capital. That is called drop shipping. Aya, there are always many dealers ama most inaitwaje wholesale. You can use that technique and you still make money. Unaweza enda tu you take a picture ya kiatu kwa shop, you post it, because if you're not setting up a place, of course your main shop will be online. Post it on all social media, get an order, then enda kwa mtu wa viatu mwambie I have this order, nini, can you deliver to this person, then alipe nini, then you give me what is on top, right? Like that is drop shipping. If you're not doing anything, I feel like unaweza fanya drop shipping. You can even sell electronics. Me, I know people who sell electronics online. See zake hata like they don't even own them. You open a shop, ufungua shop ya Kilimall, fungua shop ya Jumia, fungua shop ya Facebook. Yeah, there are so many nini, gigi.com, then post ya hizo vitu. Ukipata order, that's when, kama una pesa na maybe dealer amekataa kukupea on credit, that's when now you should even start worrying about the capital ya kuchukua kitu. But imagine you can sell moja tu kulingana na order.
Umeongelea order nikakumbuka. So kuna hii shida inakuanga, client anatoka Nairobi, amekuitisha mayai, alafu venye mayai imefika, simu yake iko off, na ushamfikishia mayai, amezima simu. How do you deal with that? Because it's so crazy.
You just unakubali tu, again like it happens. Hata mwingine anakuambia leo usiuzie mtu mayai, niekee na kujia. You agree, unakubali, and then after hiyo siku yenye anakuja, hujauza mayai maybe for a week, umemwekea hiyo siku anakuja, siku anafaa kukuja kwa mteja, kwani utafanya? You just have to sell them.
Ama hii like umepeana tray kama 20 za mayai zile expensive, zimeendea client, alafu dereva kidogo mess up na delivery yako na huko umelipo. So how do you also do about that? Because
nakubali tu, there is no other way, like there is nothing you can do, because even unaona hata ikienda, hata mtu akikataa kulipa, useme sijui unaenda police, sijui unaenda wapi, like you will use more money than the money they have. So you just unakubali tu, yanaisha. But then another thing ni kuwa careful, chunga, like me things like those ones zinipata kitambo. They used to last year zilikuwa zinanipata, mtu hata ana order na chukui, you know, things like those ones used to happen. But nowadays siku hizi kama haujalipa hakuna mayai, wacha ikae. I came to nini, nikae na stock yangu kuliko niende hasara. If you're not paying fast, then I won't deliver, and if I deliver, then mimi mwenyewe ndio nikuje ukagua umalize, you pay me, si ati niende utalipa usiku, hapana. Cash on delivery.
By the way, hiyo mtu akilipa obvious atakuwa anataka hiyo product amelipa. Hata sumbua kama venye ajalipa, ameitisha mzigo ajalipa, alafu I understand. So another question is what do you say about diversify, like kuwa na multiple type of business?
Could diversify that. Okay, personally, in my experience, there are some people I know when they do business mingi at once. Kuna mtu ukitaka mayai, ukitaka kuku, ukitaka kifaranga, yani they sell all type. They have all of them together, which is good because you know you are earning from all sides. Si ati leo soko ya mayai ikiwa mbaya, soko ya mayai kwa mbaya, ya kuku itakuwa mbaya. Ya kuku ikiwa mbaya, ya kifaranga haitakuwa mbaya, you know. It's good. But for me, I feel like focusing on one line of business. Okay, where I stand, I feel like focusing on one line of business. Mimi ukienda anywhere you say my name, they will know else. I feel like it has been easy. And then it's easier for me hata to work with employees, because wezi nibia, like it will be very hard. I have brought 200 trays. I am expecting to get pesa iko worth 200 trays. Then I don't get that money. Of course, I already know huyo employee kuna venye anacheza. But now ukiwa na vitu mingi, it's easier kuibiwa. So unahitaji kuwa na management ingine wazimu. Si hapa eti inaweza toka tu na nikamba dai, hapana. Ni ile you need to be very careful, you need to audit Yani unafaa kuwe tu serious na kenye unafanya. Because hapo nao kuibiwa na unauza vitu mingi at once.
It's very easy.
Yeah.
So kwa biashara unajua kuna kuanga na smooth mountain nini. So for example umejipata you are out of stock. Na clients wako wanataka mayai. How do you do with that? Na una stock pali umestretch hadi ile and yako ya mwisho pali unajua hapo
happen. Okay, me personally I believe in communication. I communicate. If I don't have eggs, mimi nitakwambia sina. Because me I'm an adult, you're not going to beat me. I don't have eggs. I'm just going to tell you sina, itakuja siku fulani na fulani, ama naendea saa itakuja saa fulani na fulani.
Oh, that's nice for your time. Director, uko na swali?
Niko na swali kwake. Like ushaamka tu hivi asubuhi ukapata maybe kuna crate kama 2 zimepasuka. Unadeal aje na situation kama hiyo?
Okay, ni ngumu kuamka tu upate imevunjika.
Ama upate mayai basi mayai imeanza tuseme hivyo.
Okay, all these things ziko on your control. Because if itavunjika utajua tu imevunjika. Haiwezi tu kavunjika out of nowhere.
Na mayai
imeoza nayo ndio ioze, lazima umeiweka sana. Haiwezi tu kaoza hivi all of a sudden.
Unatoka kampuni utajua je mayai ni fresh.
Utajua tu because mayai yenye imekaa sana you can tell. Like kuna venye inakuanga na molds, itaanza kuwa smelly, you can tell.
So if this all goes down, will you make it up again?
Yes, I did it once and I can do it again.
That's nice. And kuna kitu imeongelewa nipita hapo kidogo. So how do you deal with hii problem ya unajua una mtu mmoja, you don't have a specific person mwenye anakuletea deliveries zako za mayai. You have like multiple people that are bringing you this, right? So how are you dealing? Sasa ujipate siku moja watu wamecollide the same time na
si tuna upload tu kwani
na unajua kuna wengine wanakuanga selfish, they want to feed you themselves au peke yao ndio wanataka wakufeed.
Okay, I think hiyo swali ina lean sana on the suppliers, but me I cheat on my suppliers. They all know I don't rely on one person because pia wao they cheat on me. So if you meet, itaweza mpendane ama mkose kupendana, ukicatch feelings you go. There are so many people there are so many farmers out here, so I don't have to work with you, and I feel like it's not fair unifinyilie mimi ni work na wewe peke yako, knowing very well when the time demand iko very high, wewe utauzia mtu mwingine, mimi uniache.
So na by the way do you bring your product from out? Umeichukua product yako kutoka nje
azin?
Like nje ya nchi?
Yeah. Nimeleta eggs from Uganda.
How did the margin of it uliuza aje compared na
profit yake iko sawa? Number one, Uganda eggs from Uganda are cheap. The profit margin is very high. They are very big eggs, azisimamangi azisumbuangi. Yeah.
I have a question for you. What's the difference between a ready egg na kienyeji?
The difference. Okay, first of all, shell. Kienyeji iko somehow whitish. Grade eggs iko brownish. Another difference is the yolk. The grade egg iko somehow yellow. Iko orange, that is. But for the kienyeji iko completely yellow. Number 3, nutrients. For the kienyeji eggs iko highly nutritious when it comes to protein. And then for the grade eggs iko leveled, iko sawa. Yeah.
So how much do you sell a kienyeji?
A kienyeji 1 eggs 20 bob, a tray 500. Yeah. Grade we have different sizes. Kuna hiyo kubwa ya 420. Kuna hii ndogo ya 390. That is the medium size.
So kienyeji size yake ni constant?
Yeah, kienyeji ina size ingine. Kienyeji the size is tiny, somehow tiny, but for improved kienyeji they are bigger, but I don't even have them now.
Kuna swali lingine nimekuwa nikisumbua sisi utotoni. I've heard that cock inataga mayai.
Cock? Yeah. No, that's a lie. Wakisema mayai ya njogoo, they mean the female and the cock have mated.
Oh, what?
The female and the cock have
the female hen and the cock, they have mated.
like
wame-
ndo nimeget.
so that the egg that is laid as a sperm, that is the cox. Okay, in simpler language, hiyo mayai iko na sperm ya njogoo, but a cock cannot lay eggs. It will give the hen its sperm for the egg to lay the egg. Yeah.
Na size kwangu nini? Misha encounter na kama ya kingine kadogo kanatagwa na
Then wakakwambia ni njogoo. Yeah, it's like the pure kienyeji are usually tiny, but it's the female that lays. So imekanyagwa. They say imekanyagwa. Mating, that is.
Do you think starting a business in this environment of this fragile stuff, you took a risk?
Yeah, I think it was a big risk, number one, because kuvunjika nayo ni constant. Mayai lazima ivunjike.
Exactly.
That is the end goal. Wewe bora ufikishe kabla haijavunjika, but itavunjika tu whether you like it or not.
Me one problem I have with watu wananunuanga mayai, sijui mbona wanatakanga mayai isivunjike, na essence yao ya kununua mayai wanaenda kuvunja.
Hapo sasa si maybe anataka kuchemsha ndio avunje. Ama hataki kuvunja leo, maybe anataka kuvunja kesho.
Okay. Thank you guys for watching our video. For everything and for support. So introduce your job and where you're located at and what you do in general.
Can they find you online?
Yes. Those ones who are watching, hi, my name is Yvonne. On my socials, I use the name V, YVE. V2, V McKenna. Sometimes I add McKenna, but just search V, you'll find me on TikTok. You'll find me on Facebook, Milimani Eggs and Archery Depot. You'll also find us on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Instagram is V McKenna. So we are located in Kitengela, Milimani. We deal with all types of eggs. We have grade eggs, that is the brown ones, these ones. The ones that you guys buy at the shop. Wholesale inaingia na 400 for this size, so that you can sell at 15 per egg. We also have the medium size here. That is, they are somehow tiny. Yes, that is the difference between the medium and the large. The medium comes at 370, so you can buy these ones and sell one at 14 shillings. Yeah, and we also have kienyeji eggs. Kienyeji eggs are slightly smaller. These are pure kienyeji eggs. Yellow yolk. These ones inaingia na 500 per tray. And we do deliver. That is for large orders. We do deliver.
By the way, ukiongelea hivyo nimekumbuka nikuulize, kuna swali nilikuwa nataka kuuliza. Umefikaje, what level of education have you get to?
I'm almost a graduate by the way. I'm graduating next month.
Next month.
Yes.
So do you think school teaches us to be rich ama?
I would never discredit education. I would never disregard my education. Personally, inaweza kuwa haijanilipa, but it has given me exposure. The fact that I went to school is the reason as to why I'm able to sit here today and communicate like this. It's I don't know, like imenipea another level of exposure na imenifanya nikuwe way more smart. I know I was smart before, but pia education inakusaidia unakuwa way more smart. Yeah.
So the question was, do you think school inaweza fanya mtu akuwe rich ama school teaches us to be employees?
It depends na venye utaichukua. School can teach you to be rich. School can teach you to be an employee, but I feel like the system, Kenya, the system in our country, ina to train kukuwa employees. Because you know, even if from at young age, tunaulizangwa what do you want to be when you grow up. Ukisema doctor, like of course in your head lazima utakuwa employed. Just hakuna mtoto anafikirianga I'll be a doctor, I'll own my own hospital. We don't give children that line. Yeah, if I become a doctor, I want to own my own hospital. No, sijui I'll become a doctor, sijui I will work where I want to be a pilot. Hakuna mwana anafikiria kuwa na their own in airport. Wanataka waende wenye iko wakuwa employed hapo. Like even right now you'll hear so many graduates complaining that hakuna kazi Kenya. Mimi nimesoma, mimi ni daktari sijaajiriwa. Like you could have you know gotten your own hospital if they prepared you for that, but no, they prepare us to be employed. Yeah.
Do you think majenzi wengi sahii tuna blame Ruto for our own problems, like hakuna job, you're just blaming Ruto, blaming, throwing blames?
No, the economy is bad. Me, I would not say tetea Ruto jamani. The economy is bad and all the youths, including me, hata mimi nilikuwa streets by the way. I feel like we deserve better. System yetu ni mbovu. Number one, considering all the taxes zenye watu tunalipa, it's yani hii si nchi tuko sijui hii ni soko, it's just it's a circus. It's a circus and the youths are very right to even complain, because even if you're starting a business in Kenya right now, it's not the same na mtu mwenye alikuwa anaanza na era ya Uhuru ama era ya Kibaki. Right now kupata hiyo pesa ni ngumu, like economy imeharibika kabisa, iko mbaya. Even if youth anataka kuanza biashara, especially ukiingia farming, ukiingililia farming, talk to farmers, they will tell you government aisaidii na the littlest things, like aisaidii at all. Na unajua employment mingi inatoka kwa agriculture. Employment mingi like food ndio ina keeping so many people in employment. So ukishaharibu any agricultural system na wanaendelea kuharibu kabisa youth, like hata mtu akitaka kuanza yake yenyewe
anakuwa
it's like ni kama government ina kudiscourage. You want to start but you're discouraged. Hizo initiatives zote zina kudiscourage.
How long does egg take kuharibika?
Okay, easy grade zinaenda up to 60 days. For kienyeji 3 weeks max.
So nikizia kwa viewers, you sell hatchery eggs?
Yes, we sell hatching eggs. That sorry I didn't talk about that. Tuko na hatching eggs zinaingia na 1 egg 25 bob. Hiyo unaweza pia kuku ilalie ama unaweza incubate, and if also you want incubators, here we can supply. Tunakusupply hiyo incubator plus eggs na tutakutrain when utatumia.
How much do you sell your incubator?
Incubator ita depend. Kuna the smallest ni ya 64, hiyo inaingia na 13,000. And then inafuata na 128 inaingia na 22k. Then there is 286 I guess inaingia na 32k. And then there is 526 currently going at 50 what? Around 56,000. And then there is 1056 going at 100 plus. Yeah, depending na unataka capacity gani.
Na hii hatching eggs are they 100%? Ukiweka kwa incubator ziko 100%?
Okay, me I believe ziko 100%, but sometimes okay, I've had challenges na watu wenye hawajui kutumia incubator. That is the biggest challenge kwa hatching eggs. Ndio unapata mtu hajui hata kutumia incubator, amechukua mayai then they don't hatch and then they come and blame you. Wewe ni mayai yako mbaya. It's not my eggs that are bad. Wewe hujui kutumia incubator. Because sasa utaanza humidity yako hujaset the right way. Like hadi tunachukua hizo eggs zenye unasema ni mbaya, we break and we see the chick was even trying to get out. Sasa how is it my eggs that are the ones that are bad? Okay, I've had those challenges, but I've also had very good reviews. Watu wanatoa 70%, 80%, 90%. So personally, when it comes to hatching eggs, I don't like dealing with newbies.
Na deal na watu wenye wamekuwa
people who have been there, because kama umeshakuwa hivyo nikikuletea eggs I know very well utahatch vizuri. But now if you are newbie
dogo mtasumbuana. So what do umejipata umeuzia mtu hiyo hatching eggs alafu ameenda amekuwa careless na kwa kuweka kwa incubator alafu hajatoa anything and then ameanza kukuthreaten?
Yeah, I've met so many people. Kuna mwingine hata aliniambia hata they will end me. I've gotten threats. But I told him it's not my problem. If there was a chick inside the egg, then unless the egg was infertile, I only repay unfertile eggs. But if the egg was fertile, I'm not repaying. Like okay, kuna hizo threats mingi, hata mtu anaweza kuja maybe mkoe na issue kidogo and the quickest nini kukwambia ni me I will end you, I know someone, so it happens. Yeah.
Na biashara umejipata jail?
Nimepelekwa polisi.
Juu bado tu ku deliver ama?
No, nakumbuka ule boy wa.
Oh, by the way, I remember that time. Wewe alikujia mayai and all that. I remember that time.
And then anakuja then a year later ku claim that nilichukua laptop. It's like na yeye alitoka kwao akaniletea laptop. Akaniambia shika laptop nipatie mayai. And like But ni sawa, tulisolve. We solved it.
Okay.
Another question. How much do you sell a chick?
100 bob. That is a day old chick.
100% shall survive.
Ita survive. Bora uko na warmth na unailisha poa na unainywesha maji. You're okay because I vaccinated them.
The same day nimezaliwa.
Ikitoka tu hivi immediately tuna vaccinate.
So kuna possibility nitakufa sini.
No, unless kukuwa na other issues on my end. Lakini mortality nayo zikiwa ndogo, they are very fragile. So sometimes they die. So tuna replace tu. For chicks they are a bit hiyo ndio nikwambia, hiyo side ya chicks it's a bit complex compared to these ones ya eggs.
Okay, thank you guys so much. Alikuwa amesema where she's located at. Make sure you support a person that you are close to. Make sure you share the video, reach more people. Tujue pia si lazima sisi sai generation tumefika, we don't want to focus on employment. Try something out. Something may come out of you na utasupport watu wengine. Thank you so much, as she'll be explaining where she's located at. And
Yeah, as I said, we are located in Kitengela Milimani. We are large suppliers of eggs, all type of eggs tuna supply. That is chicken eggs. Usikuje kuniuliza my ostrich, no, just chicken eggs. We have hatching eggs, we have kienyeji eggs, we have grade eggs. Na the good thing about us ni ati tuko reliable. We run throughout the year. Haitafika a season unitafute then nikwambie sina mayai. Yeah, you can also follow me on TikTok as V, on Facebook Milimani Eggs Depot, and on Instagram V Makena. Facebook, not Facebook, but YouTube Makena's Empire. Yeah, I think that's my YouTube name. Yeah. Thank you for watching, guys. Subscribe.